my name is Ira Nurhasana Febriani, and today I'm going to present an argumentative paragraph analysis based on an article from the CLA journal. The article I selected is entitled, "Does It Really Help? Exploring the Impact of AI-Generated Writing Assistant on the Students' English Writing." It was written by Regina Rahmi, Zahria Amalina, Andrian Shah, and Adrian Rogers. It is published in 2024. I chose this article because the use of artificial intelligence in education is becoming increasingly common. Many students use AI tools such as ChatGPT, Grammarly, Gemini, and Paragraph AI to help them complete writing assignment. Therefore, I found this topic very relevant to students' academic lives today. The study investigates the impact of Paragraph AI on EFL students' writing and examines both the advantage and limitation of AI writing assistants. Now, I would like to read the argumentative paragraph that was generated based on the findings of the articles. This is collaborative with Gemini. Using AI writing tools in English classes might seem like a great way to fix grammar mistakes and make essays flow better. But relying on them completely is a bad idea because it ruins authentic students' writing. It is true that tools like Paragraph AI help students look like better writers by fixing their spelling, improving their vocabulary, and making sentences sound natural. According to Rahmi et al. 2024, students who use Paragraph AI produce texts with higher lexical diversity and better coherence. However, research shows that this polished look hides a major problem. AI often cuts out the student's real message. Because AI cannot actually think, it frequently changes the student's original meaning, shortens important ideas, or adds random thoughts that do not make sense. In the end, while a machine can easily clean up grammar, it cannot replicate the human touch and real thinking that makes writing meaningful. Therefore, schools should teach students to use AI only as a minor editing helper, not as a replacement for their own voice. This paragraph argues that although AI writing tools provide several benefits, they should not replace students' original thinking and writing. Now, I will explain the structural scaffolding of the paragraph. First, the yellow highlight section represents the claim or thesis statement. The claim can be seen in the sentence, "Relying on them completely is a bad idea because it ruins authentic students' writing." This sentence presents the main argument of the paragraph. The writer acknowledges that AI writing tools have benefits, but argues that depending on them too much can negatively affect students' authentic writing ability. I consider that this is a very strong claim because it is debatable. Some people believe that AI should be fully integrated into writing activities because it makes writing easier and faster. However, others believe that excessive dependence on AI can reduce creativity, critical thinking, and originality. Therefore, this statement functions as the central argument that guides the entire paragraph. Next is the highlight blue section represent the weaponized evidence. The evidence can be seen in the sentence. Tools like Paragraph AI help students look like better writers by fixing their spelling, improving their vocabulary, and making sentences sound natural. And students who use Paragraph AI produce texts with higher lexical diversity and better coherence. These findings come directly from the research article, Rahmi. The researchers found that students who use Paragraph AI showed better lexical diversity and better coherence in their writing. Lexical diversity refers to the variety of vocabulary used in a text. A higher level of lexical diversity usually indicates richer vocabulary use and stronger writing performance. Meanwhile, coherence refers to how clearly ideas are connected and organized within a text. When a piece of writing is coherent, readers can easily follow the writer's ideas. These findings suggest that AI writing tools can improve the technical quality of students' writing. However, the paragraph doesn't simply praise AI. Instead, it used these findings strategically as evidence before introduction the limitation of AI. This is why the evidence is called weaponized evidence. Okay, next, third, the yellow section again represent the logical refutation or counter argument. The refutation can be seen in the sentence AI often cuts out the student's real message, and it frequently changes the student's original meaning. This section is important because it explains the weakness of AI writing tools. Although AI improves grammar and sentence structure, the study found that AI sometimes fails to express the writer's actual intention. In some cases, important ideas are shortened, removed, or replaced with unrelated information. The paragraph further states that it cannot replicate the human touch and real thinking that makes writing meaningful. I think this is the strongest part of the argument because writing is not only about grammar. Writing is also about communicating personal experience and then opinions, emotion, and ideas. While AI can improve language accuracy, it cannot fully understand the writer's thoughts and intention in the same way humans do. Therefore, this refutation explains why complete dependence on AI can be problematic. And finally, the last sentence is resolution. The resolution can be seen in school should teach students to use AI only as a minor editing helper, not as replacement for their own voice. So, this sentence provides the final recommendation. This is the writer doesn't completely reject AI technology. Instead, the writer suggests a balanced approach. Students can use AI to check grammar, spelling, vocabulary, and organization, but they should still develop their own ideas and maintain their own voice in writing. In my opinion, this recommendation is realistic because AI can be useful when used responsibly, but students should remain the main creators of their own work. So, next, I would like to explain the meta discourse analysis. For the first, I wanna talk about interactive meta discourse that I found in the paragraph. Meta-discourse self-guides readers through an argument and makes the text more persuasive. So in the interactive meta-discourse, the first word is however. This word functions as transition markers. It appears in the sentence. However, research shows that this polish looks like a major problem. The function of this marker is to signal contrast. Before this sentence, the paragraph discusses the advantage of AI writing tools. After the word however, the focus shifts to the disadvantage. Therefore, it helps readers follow the logical flow of the argument. The second word is the word therefore. It appears in the final sentence of the paragraph. Therefore, schools should teach students to use AI only as a minor editing helper, not as a replacement for their own piece. This markers signal a conclusion and recommendation. It tells readers that the writer has finished presenting the argument and is now providing a solution. Without this marker, the conclusion would feel less organized, and less persuasive. Now let's move to interactional metadiscourse. The first example is the phrase might seem. The phrase function as a hedge. It appears in the sentence using AI writing tools in English classes might seem like a great way to fix grammar mistakes. The function of this hedge is to soften the claim and make the argument more balanced. Instead of immediately rejecting AI, the writer first acknowledges that AI appears useful. This creates a more objective and reasonable tone. The second word is cannot. This word function is as a booster. It appears in the sentence. It cannot replicate the human touch and real thinking that makes writing meaningful. The function of this booster is to express strong certainty. The writer wants readers to clearly understand that AI is unable to replace human creativity, critical thinking, and authentic expression. These meta-discourse markers make the paragraph more persuasive because they guide readers through the argument while also showing the writer's attitude towards the topic. In conclusion, this argumentative paragraph demonstrates how findings from a research article can be transformed into a persuasive argument. The paragraph contains a clear claim, supporting evidence, logical refutation, and practical resolution. It also uses meta-discourse markers to guide readers and strengthen the writer's stance. From this article, I learned that AI writing assistant can improve grammar, vocabulary, and coherence. However, they cannot replace human creativity, critical thinking, and original ideas. Therefore, students should use AI responsibly as a learning tool rather than depend on it completely. So, thank you very much for your attention. See you next time. Bye bye.